Hey, check it out. We have new monitors, bigger workspace. But more importantly, this is Evangelion. You see right here. This show, overrated, garbage, weak protagonist, does nothing, cries a lot. You should be watching RahXephon, better Evangelion. Protagonist gets the girl, gets in the robot, and doesn't cry about it. Consider better Evangelion. Hello, and welcome to Plebpla. We're trying a different location because I like to mix it up. Find out what works best for me and this channel. Today, or to begin, rather, we are unboxing RahXephon. This is a model kit from Bandai, made in the year of our Lords 2002. I've had this in my backlog for over 1 year, almost to date as of recording, because last year a friend of mine managed to get one of these at a swap meet at a convention we were at, and I tried so hard to trade with him, but he wouldn't budge on it, so I managed to get one for myself at a $70 price tag. We have our manual, which is traditional, the one side color, one side not. We have our front page here. It says 01, but I am fairly certain that there's approximately 0 other models, unless they made models of like the planes or maybe one of the enemy units. Here we have the back page here, a fully color and painted view of the RahXephon itself. And on our centerfold is information about the mech, the series, and our pilot Ayato Kamina, also known as Better Shinji. On the inside here, we have the usual suspects of runners, instructions, and warnings. And because I'm trying to stand out of the light, I'm in a very, very strange angle. Looks like we begin with leg construction. We're also learning that this probably doesn't work for future setups, but we're here for the unboxing. Goes into what appears to be arm assembly, followed by the body and the head. Now, we're going to jump cut briefly, but what stopped me from building this right away is this rubber piece right here. This boy. Please focus, camera. This is Bandai doing a pre-painted piece. It's a very soft, rubbery concoction, so it makes sense. But it's got all the eyes. This is the face that you will most likely be using the entirety of your ownership. We have 1, 2, 3 bags. And this is concerning because while it looks very dark on the camera, this is kind of a brown shade. And I'm going to review the manual. No, it's right. It's just, there was a time, and we are talking about the Rosen Zulu, wherein Bandai decided brown and purple were replaceable colors. And that's why we got the episode 7 version of the Rosen Zulu. So, we're going to cut these open real quick. First up we have our A runner here, the typical multicolor runner. We have clear effect yellow parts over here, which are going to be used for a lot of like detailing on the sides. Yellow pieces, which look to be mostly arms or legs. Blue pieces, which are surely the body. and various white pieces throughout the machine, including a face cover right here. We have our B tray, which is, you know, our primary color. Arms, legs, a little few details on the back there. Runner C, which is going to be also other details in this weird brown shade. I'm hoping it's right. I feel like it's right, and I hope this isn't supposed to be like purple. I haven't watched RahXephon in about 7 years. And lastly, we have the Jiggly D Runner. These are what look like leg covers for the front, 2 sets of hands here, and a couple of joints which I can imagine either go in the shoulders or along in like the waist, maybe the head. We'll find out. I know I said lastly, but here's the usual ABS polycaps and decals. Oh look, it's me. You see me in the reflection there. I'm not one to complain about stickers. I will complain about stickers when the quality of the sticker is garbage. But we will be back in just a moment. Perhaps a brief intermission showing you the powers that make the powers that make RahXephon superior to Evangelion. And here we are, a completed product, as well as a cold. Dang con plague, but we persist. First, we've used all of our stickers. I know I said during the unboxing phase that I don't mind them as long as they're not bad. Guess what happened? They are not good. Every bit of blue you see here, save for the chest and the arm pieces here, stickers. Now, a friend of mine who has also built this went ahead and painted it immediately, but this is a review. We have to talk about stickers. And already we can see right here, that's peeling. This is peeling. The sides are exposed. And as I was saying before, so rudely interrupted by an alarm I forgot I set, stickers, bad. Especially all these blue ones that have to go around curved surfaces, into recesses, and the like. Some of them I managed to salvage gluing them down, but I chose not to glue all of them because I have to show you how bad it is first. Here, all across here, these are glued in. These here, up across here. 2 different ones in the curve of this leg. There's a top one and a bottom one. Absolutely terrible. Look at the front right there. You can see that this is already peeling off. I can't even squish it back down in there right now. The ones that are okay, here across the abs are fine. This is fine, I think. These two, the yellow and blue here, this is fine. This one up here is okay as well. I like to push them down into like the shape. But then even the ones up here on the shoulders, like a nice simple flat surface, it shouldn't be an issue. They're coming up. So I'm citing these on the legs as bad design. The other ones, like this up here, I'm gonna say, since this is a model from 2002, that the what am I trying to say? The adhesive is worn out. So at the very least, any painting that needs to be done is very simple. Complaints aside, what we saw not too long ago, this fell off. This is an alternate face part for the RahXephon. This is a deactivated mode wherein the RahXephon itself is just kind of like loafing about, sitting in its egg. And while I appreciate the inclusion of the part, I think because of the nature of it, it's not really that necessary. The peg is just slightly too small than the hole. It's fine, because the important part is Bandai doing a pre-produced piece. Please focus. Thank you. This is a nice rubbery texture, similar to the old polycap parts, but a little softer than polycap. And that just squishes right into place. Nice and perfect, no problems. Back here, these head pieces are a little wobbly, but it's fine. These shoulder pieces like to pop out a little too easily, so we're going to leave that one off for now to show articulation. Arm goes up this high, kind of blocked by this part, so if we were to maybe pinch that out, no, I can't pinch that out. Arm gets a little back and forth in there. Full rotation. You can see that if the shoulder piece were on there, you wouldn't get that rotation at all. So let's experiment. I'm wrong. Full shoulder rotation. Excellent. We have rotation at the elbow here. Full twist. However, only a 90-degree bend there. And over here at the hands, we have the same sort of soft ABS rubber going on, similar to the early no grades. No grades, that's where I was trying to go with that comparison earlier. Okay. At the waist here, you can already feel it kind of wobbles a little bit, but you get some nice forward crunch. A little bit of back. You get a little bit of side to side there. And you get some twisting. Because if you watch carefully, that middle piece also moves and rotates. On the runner for all the hands and such, there were two large polycaps, different from the rest of the polycaps inside. If I can... Nope, it's just making the stickers rub off. Let's see if... Excellent. These right here allow that little bit of rotation because there's a second one down here wherein this waist piece plugs in. So you get that. You moosh that back in there. So it allows for that extra little bit of squish so you can get some ab rock going on. At the legs, very unobstructed front kick, but because of the shape and nature of the waist, the higher you go, the more you rotate it outward. At the knee, you get only about 90 degrees. Down here at the feet, I'm going to show you inside there, you get a little bit of some wobble, and these also open and close so you can position them as you see fit. These front pieces right here are also the same rubber as the head and the hands, so you do get, less obstruction on your foot action when it comes to your posing of choice. And lastly, you get 2 extra pairs of hands, just regular closed fists. Not something that you'd really want to do. Unfortunately, I guess because the nature of RahXephon's weapons are acoustic and energy based, you don't really get any accessories or weapons to go with it. You don't get effect parts for the space arrow, which could have been replaced right here. An energy arrow would be, or an energy bow would be about here. Perhaps something over here, you could have had that. But I do like the nice little accents, the subtlety of all the bright orange effect parts. Or I guess they're not even effect parts, they're just like details. So you get some down in there. Oh boy, that's an issue. Look at that garbage. This cold has got me down a little bit, but it doesn't change the grade of ZEON saying scrap it. Scrap it. Unless you're a mega fan of RahXephon, like me, I would not suggest going out of your way trying to find one of these. At present, minimum price is $70 for a 2002 kit. While the articulation is good, a straight build using the stickers is going to be a hot mess. And even then, you're not getting a whole lot for your dollar, especially, you know, what has the average articulation of like a high grade from a few years ago, or even a high grade from the same era. The money's not worth it. The effort's not worth it. And I'm sure you can make this nut glass. It's not about how you can make it better. It's, I guess, quality for dollar. I guess that's my comparison here. It's like, are you getting your money's worth? Is it good? Does it do all... It... Blah. I ramble. You all know I ramble. The articulation is average. The rarity and the age and obscurity bring it kind of downwards, because then you pay that price point for your obscurity and for your age. And usually it's just not worth it. Like, you can find some older kits that are decent at a cheaper price. This, even for the super fan, even for myself, I feel a little cheated, a little disappointed. It's a nice shelf piece, but I'm very upset, and it loses many points for this, the actual sticker hell. So we're gonna go ahead and put the shoulder piece back on, because we're not that disrespectful to our model kits. So again, I thank y'all for watching. Stick around for more various model kit reviews. Oof. And even posing is kind of standing it's kind of an issue, because it's just a little on the loose side, and especially with the feet, it's hard to get it nice and straight. As I was saying, I thank y'all for watching. Stick around for more giant robot entertainment. And as always, SIEG ZEON.